Okay, and I'm back, and I am so sorry about those technical difficulties that we were having. I'm really hoping that this should fix it. I'm hoping that a hard restart would do that. Not really sure what was going on. I know my computer really wants me to upgrade to Windows 10 and is kind of maybe potentially be throwing a hissy fit over that. But let's put Weasel back in here. And we will switch Giraffe Rig with the Chatot. Paul, you're not off the team, buddy. You're just temporarily benched, and I'm very sorry about that. I suppose I could take Pelkia off instead. I think this is what's best for the stream. Who knows? We most likely will be getting Paul back at some point. But let's quick take a look at our new Victory Bell blender. Let's check you out. So you have Vine Whip, Sleep Powder, Sweet Scent, and Razor Leaf. Let's see if we can't do a little better than that. And it looks like that reset really isn't helping anything. Let's give Victory Bell a Poison Jab. Stab move, that's good. Let's keep Razor Leaf. We'll get rid of, we'll start with Sweet Scent for now. That Sleep Powder's pretty good. Obviously not as good as Spore, but it's pretty good. Let's see here. Another good move for a grass type. So you have your poison move, you have your grass move, you have a sleeping move. I'm thinking about giving you Ice Fang, maybe? Should be, no, that poison jab should be good against other grass types. Let's think here. What else are you weak to? You're weak to flying types. You know what? Let's give you Bolt Strike. We're doing it. Bolt Strike, Victory Bell. New meta. Except I'm pretty sure it can't actually get that. But if it could, definitely new meta. Ta-da! No more Vine Whip. So we'll just quick move you to the front of the party. And hopefully you don't die, because I really don't want to lose you. But we're going to go out, and we are going to head towards Chargestone Cave. So, can't wait for this weekend. Not only because, obviously, I don't have to take calls on the weekend, but also because there's another Pelkia on the screen, which I don't think you have anything that should be super effective against Blender. So we could take the pressure. Let's go for, why not go for Bolt Strike? Go big or go home, right? This is gonna hurt a little bit more than I wanted it to. Hopefully this hurts more than I wanted it to too. Yeah, I really didn't think that would take you out. But we cannot leave you in there. If he goes for another move like that, it's really going to hurt. I guess let's do Palkia on Palkia. You should be able to take one hit from your lesser self. How many Palkias are there? We were told there's only one. Is that really how legendary Pokemon work? There's only one in this region, but there's a whole bunch in another one. Another Power Gem that should not do much to us, hopefully. And my Palkia is just going to breathe on your Palkia. Just show it to me. Yeah, that Palkia's dropping. Blender, Collie, we all got a little bit of experience from that. It's a good time. It's a good time. And in between episodes, while I was grinding up our Palkia and our Giraffarig, I did battle and clear out the route. So we're all good as far as that goes. I really wish I had Giga Drain right now. Let's go for Razor Leaf. I think it's going to outspeed us though. It doesn't outspeed? Okay. I'm not going to complain. I guess apparently Blender's a lot faster than I thought he was. Which again, not going to complain. Maybe I didn't clear out the route. I could have sworn I battled everyone. Oh well. But if I remember correctly, Chargestone Cave is pretty long and extensive, so I don't foresee us getting through it in this last hour of the stream. Definitely going to try. And if only you were a fairy type. But there shouldn't be much that you can do to Lapras. Lapras hasn't gotten much screen time, so Lapras, why don't you come out and be immune to this hail and show us Wigglytuff a thing or two. This is definitely something very cool that they did in 5th gen with the different weather conditions. The only thing I'm really not a fan of is the fact that when it's winter, apparently it's going to hail whenever you're outside. I think it's going to be winter for the next 3 streams, or for at least this stream and a couple others. So, you know what, Wigglytuff? You go ahead and put me to sleep. You'll take the hail damage, I won't. Hey, Sean Rudland, how are you doing today? Great to see you in the stream. If you just joined, we did just get a new member to the team from getting a couple fossils revived. Actually got a Clefable and a Victory Bell. And we beat Clay at the gym, so we're heading towards Chargestone Cave right now. Did you disable my water pulse? Is that what it said? Okay, I'll bite you then. So, as I was saying, this weekend I'm excited because I'm going down to my wife's parents' place again. Her grandma is coming up all the way from... She's in Anderson, Indiana. And I haven't seen her since Christmas time, so I'm excited for that. Ooh, an unknown. I got rid of everyone on my... Oh, not everyone. We still got our Giraffarig with Night Slash, so that's good for going up against an unknown. So Sean Rudland, have you seen any of the new trailers and stuff coming out for the new Pokemon Sun and Moon things being released? And you survived on one. Oh man, this Giraffarig. Fortunately, that hidden power wasn't super effective against us, and it was enough to take out the unknown. That's actually kind of an exciting way to say it. Taking out the unknown. So, Sean Rutland, what did you think of some of the new stuff that they're coming out with? I haven't gotten a chance to see everything. Yeah, the Alola forms, they look pretty cool. I really like how, as they're coming out with new games, they're keeping the first generation Pokemon in there. And I did play through Pokemon Insurgence, which had Pokemon with different forms in it, so seeing that Game Freak is going with that as well, that's really exciting. It's kind of like having Delta Pokemon, so they might have to pay the guys from Pokemon Insurgence something on that. Probably not, but it'd be interesting. Um, you think they showed a little too much, huh, Sean? They may have. I definitely think everything that they're showing is going to help create hype for the game. Going to definitely help people get excited for it. I know after seeing the stuff that they showed off, I'm that much more excited to go and pre-order the game, which for some reason I haven't done yet. Yeah, Pokemon Insurgence was a great game. I can't wait for them to complete it. I definitely want to do another playthrough on the channel once the game is 100% completed, but the story is just so good in that game. Oh, no, never... Oh, it's a wild Pokemon. It's a static encounter, which means it does not count towards our encounter for this route. So we can get a Fungus. That's pretty cool. So you are a grass and poison type, which means nothing I have will be super effective against you. So I'm just going to go for a Quick Ball, because I remembered I had him this time. So the month of August is going to be really, really exciting for me. I'm obviously going to be starting that new claims training, getting out of the phones for 3 weeks. So second half of August is going to be just amazing. Obviously going down to see my wife's grandma this weekend and getting a chance to hang out with my niece and nephew, which I'm looking forward to. The Killing Joke. I have not seen that. Unfortunately, my wife and I, we don't get out to the theaters very often. Mostly because whenever we would go out on our dates, our movie dates, we would go on Tuesday nights, because here they have special deals on Tuesday nights where the movies are only $5 for a ticket, and you can get a free small popcorn if you're a rewards member or something like that. So we haven't really gone to the movies too much since they stopped doing that. I think actually the only time we have gone to the movies since I started my new hours at this job was to see the Captain America 3 Civil War. Is The Killing Joke any good? What kind of movie is it? Go for a Razor Leaf, because that's more effective or more accurate. It can get crits really easily. Don't even need the crits. So yeah, obviously excited about August. My wife and I were going to a Ren fair in a couple of weeks, assuming the weather's good. Definitely looking forward to that. Had so much fun at that last Ren fair that we went to. And then first week of September, my wife and I were both taking off, and we're not sure exactly what we're going to do. We're thinking about finally taking our honeymoon. There's some hotels down in the Milwaukee area here in Wisconsin that it looks really nice, has its own swimming pool in the room. Did I not face anyone on this route? Because I thought I took on all the trainers. I took him on. It's got like its own personal little waterfall. It's just a really, really fancy hotel. Looking forward to getting a few days just us. So that will be a good time. It's always a good time with my wife. And I'm glad to see that we're not having issues with the stream anymore. Knock on wood. That was more mouse pad, so there we go. Let's see here. What else is going on? John Rowland says that The Killing Joke is an animated Batman movie. Somehow got an R rating, which should have been M, but it was very much the same to the comic. I actually hadn't heard anything about that. I think I definitely need to go check that out. I mean, I love Batman. DC, it seems, at least in my opinion, they do very much so better in the animated movie section than they do in the live action. At least movie-wise. I think they're doing a pretty good job with Flash and Green Arrow as TV shows. But there's a Voltorb here, so that's exciting too. I'll have to see if they have that at Redbox, or is it still in theaters, Sean? If it's still in theaters, I might have to go see that with some of my buddies. We're all DC fans that way. I bet you my buddy Jake has probably already seen it and would be willing to go see it again. It's the same cast as the Batman the Animated Series. I love the voice for Batman in that. Definitely need to check that out. The Joker was pretty good in that too, so... Our blender is just dodging and spinning. My blender's broken. I hope it doesn't break anytime soon though. Let's see here. What else is there that's been going on? Oh, Clay's supposed to be here. Oh, thanks for waiting. I don't think that was a cowboy accent. I think that was almost an Australian. Looks like the nest of electric-type Pokemon called Galvantula. Don't know why there's a nest here, but if there's folks having problems, the gym leader's the one to fix it. Krokorok, take it out. Wonder why he didn't use that thing against me. That is one thing that I highly praise Gen 5 for. The gym leaders definitely seem to be much more involved in the world. And this here's Team M's yours. It's my favorite team, so you can teach it to all of your Pokemon. Attack order. A week or two in the movie theaters. Okay, so it should be coming out soon then, I hope. It's called Bulldoze. No, it's attack order. So we're not going to even read any of that other information. Let's see here. I don't know how good you really are, but if you think you can go, go wherever. And if you think you can do something, keep doing it. Do things you want. Decide your own limits. Thank you. So we have attack order now. But actually a little surprised. Oh, we have a battle with N instead of Sharon. Come. My Lord N, we brought the one you wanted. And now they're gone. Ah, yes. That was the Shadow Triad just now. Getsus enlisted them in Team Plasma. Apparently, they were the ones who prepared the Galvantula nest at the cave entrance. Chargestone Cave. I like this place. Formulas express electricity and its connection to Pokemon. If people did not exist, this would be an ideal place. No? If you don't understand what that means, it's not likely to surprise you. I told Getsus about you and your friends. After I did, he apparently used the Shadow Triad to find out about you. Sharon is pursuing the ideal of strength. Poor Bianca has faced the sad truth that not everyone can become stronger. And you are not swayed either way. More of a neutral presence, which is apparently a good thing. Team Plasma will be waiting for you ahead. Getsus wants to see what kind of Pokemon trainer you really are. A Pokemon trainer that wishes he could use more of his Pokemon? So, I definitely want to do a Chainlocke of... Oh man, now who? Let's see here. Oh, it's Bianca. Bork, did you know this? This floating stones move when you touch them. Right, Professor? Oh, look, it's Professor Juniper. Hi there. How are you, Bork?
This place is always charged with lots of electricity that Pokemon like. The electric charges react from one stone to another, and that's why some of the stones are floating. But not all the stones can be pushed. My father asked me to research Clink, which is the Pokemon that looks like a gear, because I'm researching the origins of Pokemon and the era they appeared. He knows how to get what he wants from people, but I was already interested in this anyway, so it's a lot of fun! Oh yeah, Bork, this is for you!
Got a lucky egg. That's gonna make grinding a lot easier.
Giving that lucky egg to a Pokemon to hold increases the amount of EXP points received in battle by a lot. Having strong Pokemon will make it easier to fill your Pokédex pages.
Thank you. There's a lot of talking in this game. Lucky egg. We'll give this to Blender because he's the one trying to catch up right now. But as I was saying, I have an idea for Pokemon Black 2 Chainlocke that I want to definitely do in the stream and on the channel someday. Let's turn on the Dowsy machine. Don't want to miss any secret hidden items. Our first encounter in this cave is a Dynamo, which I don't think we have any electric types, so we can't catch this. But this is something that we'd actually be solving in future Chainlocks, because I thought about it, and if I do a Chainlock in Black 2, I want to change it up so that instead of it going based off of you can only catch what you have in your party, you still catch the first encounter you get on each route, regardless of what type it is. But then you can add things into your party if it'll link with something that's already in your party. So, for example, I started playing Platinum last night, doing a Chainlock, and I started with a Squirtle. Then I caught a Wooper, so I had Water Ground. Then I caught a Claydol, so I could add that into my party, but I couldn't use the Beedrill, or I think I caught a Starly. Since neither one of those is water typing or any of the other typings, it wouldn't work with my chain, so I couldn't use it. I definitely think that will help prevent issues that I've had in the past where I spent a lot of time in an area just trying to find something that works with my team. So I think that's how I'm going to do my next Chainlock. Not sure which way I prefer it, to be honest. And then another rule I'm going to instigate in the next Chainlock is every time I beat a gym, I'm going to get what is known as a party reset token, because I can keep adding things onto my chain, I can take things off to add it on, but I can't reset it to get a different typing. So this will let me completely deposit my team and start a new chain. If let's say I did start with that Squirtle and I wasn't getting a whole lot of water types, but I had a really nice chain starting with that Beedrill. Like I got another bug type that led me to a flying type that led me to a fire type. Once I get that first gym badge or this party change token, I would be able to reset my chain to go off of that longer one. I definitely think that would make the Chainlock better in that sense, but I want to know what you guys think. I know, Sean, you're there. What do you think about that change? I would do that with this one, but we're already over halfway through the game, so next Chainlock, definitely think about going with those rules. But Choke went for revenge. Shouldn't do too much. That did too much. But fortunately we should outspeed and be able to take him down with this Water Pulse. And down goes the Machoke. Yep. Let's see here. What else has been going on? My dad somewhat recently got a huge pile of logs Um, he has a wood stove that he uses to heat the house and heat the water in the wintertime. Every year he gets a load. Every year he has me come out and help him with it, which he really hasn't done too much of this year. I went out and helped him with throw blocks for a chainsaw gas tank's worth of blocks, I guess. But it was really hot out. I was definitely happy when we got done because I'm pretty sure I'm out of shape, and that combined with the heat, oh man, Blender, do not die. Let's get someone else in here. Dragonite, you got a flying type move. Show this monkey who's boss. But it was a good workout. My legs are still tight from tossing those blocks. Definitely for the most part smaller stuff than we've gotten in years past, but at the same time, instead of doing it the way that we usually like them to do it, where they stretch the pile out so that it's shorter, they just really heaped it up. And that's actually really scary when you're down there cutting at the bottom of the pile of logs. You have to keep one eye on the top of the pile to make sure that nothing's going to come down and fall on you, which the pile almost did come down on my dad. So that was really kind of scary. Yeah, that's one of the things I like least about cutting this, or cutting wood like that, is the fact that, you know, at any time the pile could come down on top of you. My dad and I both have had close calls in the past. That one year I actually found out that I could have potentially made a really good running back because the pile started coming down. I just turned and booked it. I even tripped over a block of wood, landed on my feet, or landed on my knees, and instantly got back up and just took off. How do you keep avoiding the attack? If you want to play that way, I'm going to send in my flying type. Yeah, Lighthouse, come on out. You obviously have Sand Stream, so you don't have Sand Veil, so that should not be increasing your evasion. So let's go for Dragon Breath. It should be nice and neutral. And stab. The fact that we both have missed so many attacks so far makes you just want to go, the fog is deep. Because of that in Pokemon Pearl, Diamond, Platinum, they had that area that was just super foggy. And if you didn't use defog, which somehow I made it all the way through Pokemon Pearl the last time I played it without ever getting defog. So I'm not sure where I was supposed to get it. Pretty sure I didn't do it though. Let's see, what do we have here? Psychic Gem. That's pretty awesome. Not sure if it was worth all that rock pushing, but I really should have healed a Blender. And there we go. Grumpig. That is our encounter for Chargestone Cavern. We definitely have a Psychic type in our party. Definitely not leaving our Poison type out against this thing. Iceberg. You should be able to take whatever this guy dishes out. So I know a lot of people think they're going to be doing Gen 4 remakes alongside Pokemon Sun and Moon, which part of me really wants to see. Part of me is really hoping they don't, just because of all the HMs that they force you to have and use in there. Yeah, I definitely think the game would have been easier with defog. I don't know. I guess I just got lucky and wandered around in the right places. And I think that was only my second time ever playing through that far into the game to actually need defog. Let's see if we can catch this Grumpig. Which, if we catch it, I'm definitely naming it Bacon. But we won't eat you, Grumpig, so you can come with us. I definitely think it'd be cool if they did something with primal forms for Dialga and Palkia. Possibly, Giratina already has an alternate form. So, I think it would definitely be cool. I just don't know how I feel about them bringing back a game where they had so many HMs. That is not what I want to call you at all.